this video, I'm going to be showing you how to remove the access door for the HDMI port on the brand new Sony A7rV camera. You'll notice if you're handheld shooting, which I do, especially if you're right-handed, you could see on this camera right here, you have a handle. So I'll be holding it with my right hand, and I'll use my left hand coming in here for support for the camera to keep it steady. And this door just really gets in the way. Not to mention it's just really weird and doofy looking when you have this door hanging off of the side of the camera. So they really should have made it just a little easier, kind of like on a GoPro, to just take this on and off. Show you how to remove it safely, and it's totally reversible if you do decide that you want to put it back at any point. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my handle, I'm going to remove my HDMI port, and I'm going to take the battery out of the camera. Okay, so if you prefer to remove the lens, you could. You're going to notice that this screw is very tight. If you're worried about stripping it, what you're going to do is you have to make sure the screwdriver that you have is perfect size. So you notice I have two different types here. Okay, so put this one in. It's pretty shallow, so I think the other one's a better fit. I'm going to put the other one in, and I'm going to feel how it goes in. Okay, that went in really nice. So most importantly is you're going to brace yourself on the camera, and as I'm turning, I'm going to push down with a lot of pressure. That's going to help this screwdriver from not slipping out and turning, which would strip the screw. So key is to have a good fitting screwdriver. Leave your finger here for support. As I'm bracing my camera, I'm going to be pushing down with my other hand, which is on the top of the screwdriver, and I'm going to push and turn. Okay, slowly backing out. It's magnetized, so it's going to hold it there, and I'm going to make sure this screw, I'm going along with you guys, so I'm going to make sure that this screw is on the top left of my board. That tells me this is the top left here. Next, I'm going to open up all these doors, which are going to reveal more screws. So we'll start here. And you can see I have one screw here. So pop this open here. Okay. Looks like I have two screws here. And I have none here, but I do see that I do have one here. So I'm going to start removing all these screws. I'm not going to lie, these are scary tight. But it's okay. As long as you did what I said, it's easy to remove. This is the bottom left. Let's see if it matches up, that if they're different or not. So yes, they are different size screws, so I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to put the one that was there. I'm going to put now the bottom left right here. And the next screw I'm going to remove is right here, and that's going to go right here. Actually pretty loose. So again, careful. Remove. Put it next to the bottom right now. So it tells me that it's here. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 screws removed. All these are removed. Close them up. Pop this open, revealing 2 more. Okay, putting it here. And now this one. Be very careful. Go slow. If you feel it's not going, put more pressure down as you turn. Okay, it's pretty weird that some were tight, some were not. Some were extremely tight, some were pretty tight, and some were just straight up loose. So now look, this screw is actually different than this one. So just be very careful. I'm going to put that right here. So if you look here, that's kind of the orientation of how the screws are here. See, I have one here, one here, and so on. Okay, so this is going to be a little difficult, but the whole reason I took these screws off is so I'm able to lift this up. And you're going to notice a little, it's almost like a watch. So I'm going to show you exactly where to find one of these. They're for watch repair kits. You just need something with a very sharp, very small point. And what you're going to do first is you're going to start with this side, and you're going to lift up with your fingers, and you're going to notice you put this in and you push until you hear a click. And what that did was it removed, it's a little difficult to see. I'm going to see if I zoom in. Okay? If you're able to see exactly what I did, and that's by pushing this right here, this little bar was in here. So by pushing that, I was able to remove one side of the door. Now I'm going to flip the camera and I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. Had we not removed these screws, it would be too far down for us to access this. Okay, now you see if I lift up, let me see if opening this door, no, it doesn't help me, it hurts me. So you see this little piece right here? Right there. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have to lift with my left hand, and I'm going to need to push this in carefully. There you go. For the final part, you should use tweezers, and if you notice the tweezers I have, they're like needle nose, and we're going to be removing the bar. So we're going to lift here, and I'm going to pull this out. Okay, it's coming out. Okay. And that's it, the door is out. So now I'm just going to do the reverse of everything I did. You're going to notice that the way the door was put in, there's a little bracket here, just like a watch link. The door goes in, and this piece goes in. So if you do want to put this back, you're going to put this right here, and you're going to start on this side, and you're going to feed this right in. You notice it goes in here. Okay, so I would definitely suggest putting this in a Ziploc bag, putting it somewhere safe, because you will lose it. It's so tiny. So again, you will take the metal bar out like that. You'll put the door in its place, and you'll slide the metal bar in, and that's it. So I really hope this video helps you guys. If you have any questions, I will link in the description where to get it. Basically, you would only want a pair of needle nose tweezers. You didn't even need needle nose tweezers, any good tweezers. Just be careful not to scratch the camera. And that's it. The screwdrivers, like from eyeglass kits. And just remember where you put the screws. That's it. Thank you so much. I hope this video helped you guys.